I'll look. But if not, then I guess I'll just get that. Whatever that is. What's the name of it?
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. At their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, this one is open too. Only for takeout. You just know they're really easy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Eckler. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
That's just because you have the combine.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st.
And
he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's
a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's going to look deep down the field into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Peanut, you got to open your ears, bro.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Not a peanut. The nigga like got his back to the door. But then I thought you hit the joint on accident. That's why I didn't say. That's why I didn't say nothing. I think this nigga heard that.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Fielded just inside the 30.
It
takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Smoke fire, smoke.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Great. We own them. 31's the mic. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
That's what he did. That's what I said.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Good.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than
No
turnover.
nav,
The punt is
no
better than the
nav.
second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Check, 43. Exit.
On second down, Eckler. And some room to run now. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go smoke him, bro.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for it, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys have to run the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
I've been wanting one for the past
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
You're not just about to just eat the edible. You're going to smoke, too. That shit going to fuck you up.
I know. I'm trying to do this.
Oh, you trying to get one of them highs. Make you feel like, I ain't doing this again. You want one of those, I ain't doing this again highs.
Yeah. I ain't doing nothing.
Oh, my fault. I didn't know, Mo.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
For the set. 180. Great. Check safety.
Here's Newton. Oh, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Got him.
43 to Mike. 43 to Mike. Silver.
Bloody flip.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Here's Bridgewater. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Check, 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Third and long for Bridgewater. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. And the Miami Dolphins are into the end zone.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Short comment.
They'll run the toss here. Edwards.
Come over here. Come over here.
Yardage back to the 34-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back into the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
See what I'm saying? He jumped down and got in that foot.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Let's pick it up.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He'll rifle it. And got his man complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Come on, D.
I definitely got at least 2 kills.
On first and 10, Bridgewater.
First game we played?
Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Bridgewater now. Bill Dice, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
I backed up.
Bridgewater to throw it.
Did I back up?
He's airing it out for Williams. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
3 down. Hey, check.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this throw caught left side and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Newton now to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
No. Gun.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And this is caught. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Newton to throw. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Stay on outside, Kenny.
From the 29, Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Right there at the end of the rock, like you fucking in. You gotta know your coordinates. You don't know your
Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll stop the ball at the 47-yard line.
He didn't know. I watched him jump down. Like, I watched him jump down, is what I'm saying. When I said, here he goes, that's when he finally jumped down. I don't know what the
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On first and 10, Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. The forward number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. From the 50, Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
No, I did say last game. You know, nigga, after when me, Thomas.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too caught.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We have more right now.
43 is the mic.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got it to Williams. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, right there. That's
On third down, here's Eckler. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Every time y'all ask me where I'm at, that's where I'm at.
Set, ready. Touchdown. What we got? What we got? What we got?
No, I'm fucking with you. No, hell is that?
Bridgewater on first down. Flushed out right. It's complete to Williams. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
Watch out, Thomas.
I tried to shoot them so they come back.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Allen's got it complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
To throw is Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
They're pressing.
Check 49, check 49. 66, boom, half. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Check pass, check pass. Let's go. Come on. Hayward. 57 to Mike. 57.
Bridgewater being chased out left. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They shot that shit up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
You would match up well against the Dolphins. You got fast. Fuck him. You got fast defense.
You like that all the time.
No, I'm losing.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away. Maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
He runs the 3-4.
This is taken near the 13.
I ain't gonna call no rule with nothing.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
It's on there. He sent 7, and when you send 7, the obvious thing to do is block 7. And he just has a roaming free safety. So it's kind of like it is what it is.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a 1st down. 1st down, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
I don't.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Another one. Grab the ATV. Come on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun.
Throwing here, Newton. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
Press the button.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Somebody right there.
Is Tyler on?
Your last honor, Tina. Your last honor.
Behind me. I'm coming.
That is a